check. I'm at the barber shop. The barber shop. What? I'm at the barber shop. What? I think I went and listened to G-Unit in the year 2000, 2002, 3, or something similar to that. So the magic shit, stick, the candy shop bits. So I'm grooming. You gotta comb your hair, shave your face, trying to wipe out every trace of all the other days in the week. 'Cause this will be the Saturday we're dreaming our peaks. Stopping on the rim, going on the green. Tonight'll be like nothing you've ever seen. Barreling down the boulevard, looking for the hardest Saturday night. Comb your hair, shave your face, trying to wipe out every trace of all the other days in the week. This could be the Saturday we're reaching our peak. Feel like I'm at the dentist. It's a show. It's a radio show. Yeah, there's no necessary now with video in a different location. You know where it's now recorded. Now with audio recorded, and now with video recorded. So I've been shaving since I was 13 years old. Ugh. Yeah, that's why I had the big old handlebar mustache a while back on season 1, show 1, season 1. I grew it out. Yeah, I can grow a mustache. I can't grow. My beard grows crooked. It grows out to here on this side, and it grows out just an inch further in on the left. So that's why I keep it in with a goatee just under the lip, or. It's the blood stain and the crack between my teeth that really sets me off. You know, I don't like it. I don't like it that much. It's from the pill drip. It's not from tobacco. It's from, well, I mean, there's some tobacco stain on the pill stain, but it's from the pill drip, from brain blood leaking down my throat and my night's sleep. So. This is an awkward part now. We'll finish that side now. The gullet nut. The neck nodules. I think I'm gonna shave the whole head hair down to a 3. I gotta stop back home and ask for it to be done when there's time enough for the family barber to do it. So. I don't have the shears here. Yeah, cut it like that. Either that or swallow it out like a frog. That's better. That feels better too. Yeah, need some upstrokes in the stash. Check the neck. Points of the neck. Well, I want things like this recorded too, you know, if the regular ordinary, like it's a Swedish apartment style, because there's a good chance of sudden death. randomly from all that medicine intake. 4,200 days of prescription where one of the side effects is sudden death. Heart attacks, strokes, seizures, etc. No. They thought a nice long prolongated gamble with those side effects was better than me catching comatose from schizophrenia. Of course, I never even caught schizophrenia in the first place. I had a mild LSD psychosis that lasted about 6 weeks. I came down from that in 3 days Seroquel, and they said, well, you want to gamble? Take a whole bunch of drugs for the next forever? So you don't turn into a vegetable. Thing is I only had about a sheet within 2 years, but it was LSD 25. It wasn't a play toy. The good stuff. I had a quarter sheet of 1P LSD. I bought it offline from Canada on eBay. Let's see, just before I started recording last year, I was eating the last 10 hits. I didn't even eat the whole thing. I sold the 10 strip. Closer, a smaller blade, so I can work close to the nostril like that. Yeah, two 12-year-olds and a 17-year-old out there somewhere. I swear they're their parents. Those 3 chicks that made them. Probably, like a 90% chance they didn't get the abortion. They're just hiding the kids out there somewhere. I said forget about them and gave them away without my knowledge or permission. But maybe I wasn't, I wasn't 18, so maybe I didn't have the. I was over 16, yeah, but I wasn't 18, so. Or was I with Bridget? But when I was, maybe I wasn't capable. Maybe they thought I wasn't legally capable, and it's to blame on whoever was in control of my person. When I was first undergoing the meds. A little bit closer in the chin here. Or I wasn't an adult at all, so they just figured, and then I, threw them to the wind. Maybe they'll come back when they finish high school, or never, I don't know. Maybe they actually did die, and got the abortions at 8 months, 7, 8, 9 months, and killed it. I don't know. But anyway, there's other extended family out there, cousins in Switzerland and Sweden. Albert Hoffman's side, he had more than one cousin. It wasn't just my great-grandmother in Switzerland, for the first 30 years of Albert Hoffman's life, the inventor of LSD-25 and Sandoz. Can't forget I'm related to him. Well, I'm his first cousin's great-grandson. My Grammy is his first cousin's daughter. And I lived with his first cousin that lived with him for the first 30 years of his life. She lived with him, called him brother pretty much, in Switzerland from, say, 1908 to 1938. And they stayed in touch until 2008 when she passed away. Or maybe he passed away first. Put some aftershave on, I think. So I feel a little scratchy, so Speaking of cousins, I got Scottish cousins that are always too busy for me. The Shepherds, they're always busy with Grateful Dead stuff since Bob Weir found his biological father and found out his last name was Shepherd from Scotland. Just happens to be my granddad's first cousin. The same Shepherd family raised my granddad in Scotland. My granddad's mom's maiden name was Shepherd. My granddad and Bob Weir could have shared blood bags. If there's anything like a hierarchy in that promoted, a vague amount of incest in this country, there isn't, but like there was a King of Scotland at one point, I think. Promote me meeting with Bob Weir's daughter, that's about my age, which would be Monet. She's my fourth cousin. She's always too busy to send money or say hello or an invite, She's more than welcome at the family homestead, and I'd say my apartment too, but there's only a month left of this. If she wants to help me move out, keep everything clean while she's here, she's more than welcome to stop by. She's family after all, and so is Bob. I don't know anyone else in the Shepherds. The Shepherd clan of Scotland over there. Yeah, I come in close quarters with both of them. Spent more time with Bob than I have Monet, just a member of the crowd, but he gets the note that I'm a VIP at some point, He always does, and since I've been over 12 years of age, or since that nameless family member, Sugar Blood Tie, was out of the Grateful Dead, the band. A couple of years later, it's just kind of forgotten about. So GDP management would have to send a note to the band that says, hey, there's this guy here, and we used to be best friends with him, and he'll be babying me a long time. Somehow, that family member always disappears in the show, and I wonder if he goes backstage or what he does, but maybe he's shaking hands with, could be anyone. Probably visiting the main attraction, the headline, the front man, maybe not. Maybe scoring some walls or some whatever, I doubt it. He's scoring drugs there. I think he'd be asking for money, some kind of insurance from the law, and then deeds previously rendered, or something to keep me financially stable if he was to disappear like a Jedi mysteriously or something. Or, maybe who's to say? I'm looking forward to my future. I'm looking forward to ages 35 through 65. That'd be nice three decades on. Hopefully it's not filled with poverty from the Great Depression of World War III. Past 11 years is what the hell. What do I owe you? I got some Jerry bills and a kickback. Send a kickback to someone for the sheaf. Don't take my rings. $4 and change next to it, is there? A little superstitious about some of that stuff. Alright, so some gel in the hair, so I think it's standing up on its own, So the head wash not too long ago, so let's check it out. So how do I look? That 15-minute shave, huh? I like it. Alright, so let's get to those kickbacks, huh? What we got? Maybe smoke a Marlboro and at least put one of these envelopes in my wallet. Let's here, so these receipts out the way. See, I told you I spiced them up, huh? That's my grocery list. We went over there. There's a grocery list in there in case someone spends the night, gets a little wandersome. I got 1, 2. I guess each envelope is only 2 bills. 2 bills, 20 Dancing Bear coins or Bear Stanley charms, and an ounce of clear quartz. That's all I can afford. I mean, if you get 1 kickback or 2 for the shave, it's just role playing anyway. You rate the barbershop on it, or so I'm gonna grab a Marlboro real quick in my shades, so I'll step outside. Barn or Not Real, it's the NBC New England radio show, just 15 minutes further from the 15-minute trek of Fort Trumbull. Nuclear Submarine Parking Spot, United States Navy section of Fort Trumbull State Park, New London, Connecticut, America. Is this current section portion of New London City, or New London City skirts considered the America in USA? So it's contested. It's something to talk about. It's something to wonder. So violent crime in this area has been 113% over state camper that might run. Did I run my shootings? Murder runs rampant. It's known to be an incredibly violent place. Do I even look like I'd have any kind of part to get that? Of course, it's peaceful and tie-dyed, wearing nothing but a tie-dye, maybe some colored socks. Probably not. Only if you're a girl you'd wear the bottom part of the outfit, which is just some colored socks. Probably not. So, and a tie-dye, and that's about it. Boys and girls have long hair and floral down the front. Too much Alice is Wonderland. Peaceful is one of those dudes, right? We saw the best earlier, so protection, and some kind of muscle or enforcement for the shows. They certainly don't look like him in the Mafia or anything similar, no. It's all Horatio's fault, and Opal Group. Horatio Samson. Opal Group. The assistant's there. He's the bartender. That one's the bar. The bartender's assistant. He's like the bartender. He's like the bar manager. He's the main bartender there. Opal Group. I'm rented the space where the bar resides currently. It won't, I wonder who's going to rent it next month. Speaking of rent, my rent's due. I get a week to pay it, so I was thinking of sliding some money around. I have $725 in the bank in one account, and I have $4 in a separate account. Now, if I move 7 from the $725 account to the $4 account, I won't be able to pay rent. And if I do, the check won't clear. It'll bounce off $7. Even $7 short, it just won't clear at all. But I have a 20 in cash I can deposit on Wednesday. So Wednesday I can make a cash deposit, put rent in the slot, and I think rent's due within 5 days of the first of the month, or maybe 7 days of the first of the month. The first week, I have to pay rent the whole month in the first week, and I think the week means 5 days. But that's only 3 out. And the first, the bank's closed because it's afternoon. The second, the bank's closed because it's Labor Day, and then Wednesday, it's only 3 days. So I could do a little, as long as I don't overspend. And I don't want to put the whole 20 in on Wednesday and put in a 7, make everything even Stevens. So I could buy a quarter-pound pyrite. Yeah. It was they raised the price. It's $10.99. So it's $11 for a quarter pound of the Mexican pyrite fool's gold. So from San Diego, there was a last saving one. You can even find it online. It's a big wave out there. The whole planet has access to that. I went searching online. I found the best deals. And one of them, it's $15 for a pound. Yeah, I think it was a half pound for 11, a quarter pound for 8. Sounds about right. Or maybe it's some I don't know. I'm gonna spend $11, and I think it's 56 pieces of Mexican pirate fool's gold. So sell each piece for $1, and I'm spending only 10, 11. So $2 a piece, and hold on to a half dozen, and that's $100, and I spent 10. So it's only making $90 profit. You get $80 profit, and even if I don't sell them all, so I hold on to more than 6. And pyrite for $2, yeah, a little chunk that you could put in a tumbler and turn into a cab. You tumble it and then make some facets on it, and it'd be a decent, it'd be more expensive that way, yeah. For the resale, I was thinking of just buying it in bulk. 56 pieces is more than a handful of pyrite, as far as stones is concerned. It looks like the type of fool's gold that someone would turn into cubes, or carve skulls out of, the pirate shit. But instead of the clusters with, almost impossible to tumble. There's pyrite you turn into cubes, and then there's the cluster pyrite, which looks good on its own. It looks like golden poop, which is still would be expensive, I guess, if you had golden toilet to go along with it. You're sticking with Colgate instead of golden toothpaste. Never heard that one? I don't know how in the heck the joke goes, but I used to tell it. You used to laugh at it. It was, I want a golden toilet and some golden toothpaste. It's like it's probably a service something where people have to scrub. It's probably a military joke from my youth. You scrub the toilet with a toothbrush with a golden toilet, like a golden toothpaste somewhere. About complaints or whatever. So sticking with that. Pack Marlboros. I just chimed it off now, so I haven't checked the selfie video. So it's about 3:23. So 5, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Check.